that battle kind of thing. Not like that ever happens, but still, you know, you just want to have that ready to go, pretty much. But in the case of, like, if I'm able to hack in Pokemon, what I would do is that I would have an extras of legendaries, though I have, like... So in the case of my Scarlet, what I would do is I would have an extra Koraidon and an extra... Koraidon and an extra... What is it? Like, the Loyal 3, Ogre Pond, and all that stuff, so that they can be joining in the legendary collection. Well, I have a Let's Play version of those, specifically just so that I can enjoy them in the Let's Plays kind of, or in the playthroughs kind of thing, so they're like, we don't have to worry about, you know, Ogrepon getting to be like level 20 million, pretty much. But mostly it's just for like those Pokemon that are really good for raids. So like Koraidon's really good for raids, but like mine is not really built for raids, if that makes sense. Yeah, like mine Koraidon's not built for raids. Mine's built to just be a very fast physical attacker, which I know is a very hot topic for a Koraidon, but still, like that's kind of like how I built it though. Like I built it as a very fast physical attacker because that's how I felt that over like that's how I felt it was. It was a very fast physical attacker. So whenever I kind of see though that everybody's like, "Oh, I recommend Koraidon, but with this specific EV build," it's like, "Oh my god, mine's not even that EV build." And a lot of times it's usually just, "Oh yeah, max health, max this." It's like, "Oh my word, like because that's how raids are is like, let's go max out health." It's like it's it's just weird as all. I know ancient debris can't burn though, but still I like to pretend that it does. 27. Okay, we're almost done. That's awesome. Oh, if we can beat it before the end of the session, I have something that we can do as well. The only thing is I don't remember where everything goes for it, and I didn't want to leave the nether. Literally, the only thing I did between this session and the last is that I left the cave, and then I went to the nether portal and then logged out. That's it. That's all I did. I didn't do anything else. Didn't spawn any items or anything like that. Just left. I didn't want to run around a maze on screen. But yeah, so like if they release, let's say, or if there's a build like let's say the Ogre Pond for terror raids kind of thing, that's when I would go, okay, time to go for me to hack in a Ogre Pond so that I can have one for specifically for raids and have one that's not for raids. That's all I would do. Like I wouldn't do anything else. The other thing as well is that like I know I've been saying that I want to have a homebrew Switch, and no, it's not because I want to hack in Pokemon. It's because like I want to have a local backup of each and every one of my Nintendo Switch saves because I feel like I would definitely need my Nintendo Switch saves to be backed up on a local area rather than just on a cloud save based system. Because even if let's say I'm unable to pay for Nintendo Switch Online for whatever reason, or let's say I find that Nintendo Switch Online is no longer worth it kind of thing, I still want my saves to be backed up, which is why I would prefer a local backup. Like, don't get me wrong, I literally have a save directory. Like, I have a folder on one of my drives that specifically has, like, every save I've ever had. Like, even for, like, Oblivion, Skyrim, like, even the Nehrum, it's in there. It's all in there. The only thing is that, like, for those specific... I don't want to say mods, but for those specific saves, though, they will work if you just drag drop where they need to go, and then poof, done. But for at least in Nintendo 3DS kind of world, I know for a fact that it's a little bit different than just drag and drop. You have to use a special application. It's only in the homebrew one. It's only in the homebrew consoles in order for it to actually save them onto the drive. And that's specifically like how that works too. I need to find the zombie pigmen. Oh, come on, they spawned here. I saw them. Ooh. Okay, come on. Is it because they need low lights or something like that? But yeah, so I've been keeping track of like new Minecraft stuff. Apparently, we're now getting a cool item, which I thought it should have been in the game a long time ago. But hey, or at the very least, when they were trying to expand, I think redstone for for beta 1.5. I thought that it would be in, but hey, it's fine. But yeah, so like I have a couple plans for 1.20 or 1.21, sorry, not 1.20. We are playing 1.20. But for 1.21, I have several plans in place that I could do. So in case I am unable to finish what I'm currently working on for 1.21, don't get me wrong, there's another plan in place just in case. So if I'm unable to finish off that area, don't get me wrong, we still have a new one that we can go through. So that's good. Come on. It's because of the upper spawns, isn't it? It's because there's spawns above us. That's probably why it's not spawning anything else in here. Yep, that's probably it. Dang. Because I kind of need the experience, so... Oh, wait. Ah, there we go. And of course, if worse comes to worse, we'll just use Arcanix again, which I'll try and do a little bit of changes for the Arcanix that we'll be using, so at the very least, it's not going to be, like, identical, but... yeah. As I say, worst comes to worst, we'll be using Arcanix again, but... yeah, we'll be spending all this time kind of, like, doing this to resurrect Rosaria base from the Skulk, and yet, for some odd reason, we're going to be going back to the ship that we got as a gift from Lord Cube. It's like, seriously? Like, again, most of the time that I had was mostly just, like, absorbed into the Oblivion mod, so I was trying to get that done as soon as possible, so they're like, that's done, and then I was going to go back to this, but then I would have a new idea, and a new idea, and a new idea, and a new idea, and then all of a sudden, though, like, it's already a month, and I haven't done anything for the Sercacraft series, but yet I've done a lot for the Oblivion series. Yeah, so I'm hoping, though, that next time I'll have more time specifically for this series. But hey, I'm here now. We can do it, so it's all good. Here now, putting some time in. So I've done most of the I've done all the doors that I said I was going to do last time. I've done everything that I needed to do. Now I have a new plan for everything, which is going to be kind of exciting to talk about. But I want to wait until we have more of a visual, well, not visual aid, but until I can have, like, until I can leave with all the ancient debris that I need. So that it'll be easier just to kind of show off what I'm talking about. Because if I could show what I'm talking about, then at the very least it'll help me out a lot more into figuring out if it's actually going to look good. But pretty much, I was very sad though that like the redstone doors didn't work. Because I really liked the way that they looked in 1.12. You know, when they actually worked. Because when I tried to get them to work in 1. Well, I didn't try anything. When I activated them in 1.19, it kind of just broke itself. That's one of the things that I kind of don't like about Redstone specifically in Minecraft. It's like on one version, it'll work flawlessly, and then the next version, it'll just not work, and you're just confused about why it's not working the next version. Then you have to revamp your design because, of course, something broke. And that's kind of the thing that I hate about my Oblivion mod too, is that like at one point, even what I'm currently doing right now, where I found another method to fix the Nebula Rift Ring. Even now, I have the same sort of idea. It's like, okay, why is this broken? Because it doesn't make any sense. Like, I'm reading it, and I'm like, it makes logical sense. Why is this broken? Like, I am so confused, pretty much. Yeah, so I'm going to throw more time at the 1.21 base, so which means that the whole castle idea that I have for my Oblivion mod will be put on hold. Not indefinitely. Maybe I might like throw at least a little bit of time at it, but not a lot to say that it'll be done within record time. If worst case scenario happens, it won't happen during the Oblivion modded playthrough. Like, that's the best case scenario, is that it won't happen during the Oblivion modded playthrough, because that means that I'm devoted a lot more time onto the Minecraft series. Unless I can get Minecraft to finally work with my laptop, which it should, but anyway. I haven't really put much time into getting it to work that way. Because if I could do that, then that'd be amazing, because then that means I could put even more time on Arcanix and all that stuff. And then I could do even more crazy shenanigans, and then eventually finish off the area that I want, because I want to do cool stuff with it. And then each and every time I think about it, I go into the same kind of boat as I went with like Sanctuary for my mod, where I'm like, is this really what I want? Like, what does this provide me? And I'm just like, oh no, I'm having that mindset again. But this time it's for a completely different game. And Minecraft has always had that kind of mentality for me since the base that I am. That is weird. Is that a loading bug? I guess so. And in case you were talking about one of my specials, I showed a giant mountain. I think it was the latest one that came out for 2023. Where it was about Mount Ridge Dam. That is the creation that ruined my entire creativity. And before anybody says, how did it ruin my creativity? Well, trying to fit a bunch of content kind of thing inside of one area or one building, and then running out of ideas, and you have to look online for more ideas for your own creation. That's kind of where I was. Like, I had no ideas on what I could do for it, so I went online and looked up for crazy, like, extra building ideas for big bases kind of thing. And then that's when I came up with the emergency room area kind of thing, and I think I came up with a different one too. I think it was the teleport room. I think it was the other one. It was either teleport or something else. I can't remember. And I came up with those. But then again, as I said before, even now, there's still so many room. Like, there's still so much room that I could put other such creations like that in there. But I just didn't have any ideas for them. And this is back during, like, Minecraft 1.7/1.8. So you can already tell that it's not that I was limited, it's that, like, I just didn't really know what to put there. We didn't have, like, you know, we didn't have, like, you know, like, netherite stuff. And we didn't have shulkers by that time. And all that other such, like junk pretty much. We didn't have that then. So trying to come up with so many ideas with so few items in the game, and it just got crazy. And if you comment like, what happened to the terracotta and stuff like that? Those didn't exist in that time. Yes, they didn't exist then. Those were recent. But that doesn't mean though that like oh, awesome. There you go. Do I have gold? Yeah, I have gold boots. That's weird. Anyway. But yeah, so Mount Ridge Dam pretty much just removed all traces of creativity from me. And each, like, even for Rosaria Base, trying to come up with something and then not being not abandoning it late